Peace, family. This video is about the Michigan State shooter. Personally, this hits home because it's in my home state. I went there frequently when I delivered mail to the post office. Matter of fact, right across the street, they had like a farm where they was growing corn for the agricultural department. And the campus wasn't, but I made a right. The campus wasn't, if you made a left, you run right into it. And it's sad. It's also sadder that the fact that it's one of my people, one of my brothers, and yes, he's my brother. It's sad because now the focus is going to be on this black guy, and the fact that they're already talking about his criminal record, how he got charged with a gun crime, but got the crime reduced, so he wasn't able to serve time. But keep in mind, that was not done to protect this guy. That was done to protect the vast majority of the white people that come in there with similar crimes, because these are white institutions. White institutions are going to protect the interests of white people. And if you would have came down hard on this guy and stripped him of his weapons, then that would have set precedents that other people would have used. So when the next person come in court, whether it be black or white, they was going to use that as a way to take guns from them. And that white people would not do. They want. I don't care if you have mass shootings every hour on the hour. They are not going to change the system. They are not going to change the laws. They are not going to change their mentality. They're going to want to keep guns in these people's hands, whether they worthy of them or not. But see, this mass shooting and this black guy, this is just what you would call a fly in a gallon of milk. It's easy for you to spot this guy, but you ignore all the other crimes of this magnitude. We're just a little speck here and there. Every blue moon you hear about us doing something like this. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused. We all know that the arbiters of hate, the arbiters of most of these types of crimes is perpetrated by white people. If white people had the same economic, social, and political conditions that black people lived up under, I can imagine how many crimes y'all be committing then. But if you was to flip it and put black people up under the same economic, political, and social conditions that whites live up under, we would have no crimes whatsoever. If blacks owned and controlled their own economics, their own businesses and industries, their own media, their own politics, created jobs for their own people, promoted them and paid them fairly, had black paths to achieve their educational or social agendas, and didn't have to fight through the channels of whites. Don't get me started. But I can't wait to hear how now you want to change the court system to try to go after this black guy. And then once you do to him, well, he took his own life, so anybody do anything to him. But once you do to him what you want to do, then all of a sudden you switch it back so that none of your people have to suffer the same punishment that this black guy did. So if you're going to change the laws, you're going to have to change the laws for everybody, not just for when blacks do these crimes. But to close this out, all these mass shootings are senseless. But it just hits a little different when I see my people participate in this madness.